What is spirituality? One question, but there are thousands and thousands of answers for this question. My attempt is to bring you something which can bring clarity for you to understand this human existence, be proud of this human existence, understand why this is so important, and also allow yourself to experience this human life in the most abundant manner. So I'm going to bring you my understanding of what spirituality is. If it resonates with you, please do start practicing in your life these concepts, start implementing, and you will see wonders happen. If not, it is anyway a part of knowledge building, so you haven't lost anything. Namaste, I'm Jyoti. I'm the founder director of Ajanta Vihara Institute of Spiritual Sciences. Let us understand what is spirituality. For that, we will have to challenge some of our belief systems. We'll have to unlearn what we have learned. It's like how you go to school, you learn so many things in school. It's not that it's going waste, but when you come out of the school, you realize a lot of it was more for you to experience an awareness than for you to actually use it to build any kind of skill set for yourselves. So a lot of it was information that helped you in finally identifying the skill sets and tools that you wanted to have for your growth in your life. Then you go to college and then you move further, and every time you realize that maybe what you were learning was not directly contributing, but it was a part of your knowledge building. So same way, we might have learned a lot of things about spirituality. We might have learned because a family believes in a certain understanding of spirituality, because we were taught that way in the school, because we've seen people practice certain things, because there are things in trend, because there are lifestyle fads that are happening which say, oh, you need to have this kind of a spirituality as a part of your lifestyle statement. Like the other day I was hearing about something called a beer yoga, which is very popular now. That's a part of people's lifestyle in many places, right? That's how they are exploring their bit of spirituality. So a lot of things you might have learned about spirituality, heard about spirituality, absorbed some, rejected some, right? We're just going to allow ourselves to once again unlearn a lot of our conditioning regarding spirituality. So for us to unlearn, first we have to understand the difference between spirituality and religion. What is the difference between spirituality and religion? Well, it is as different as, say, your breathing and you eating food. Both are required for you to live, isn't it? You need food also, and you need breathing also. But with food, you can make a choice of what kind of food you want to have, what is good for your health, what is it that is to your liking, what kind of food, when to have it, how much quantity to have it, should you be having it alone or you want to have it with family or friends or in social gatherings. But breathing is essential to our life. 24/7, there is a rhythm at which we are breathing. There is a time, there is a duration, there is a certain consistency in terms of how many breaths we take, like 20,000 times a day. We all are doing it, whether we are sleeping or we are awake, whether we are functioning or we are, non-functional, as in, we are in our pause. We are all the time breathing. You might go on a fasting and not have food for some time and still survive, but can you survive without breathing? No. That exactly is the difference between your spirituality and your religion. Your spirituality is like breathing, and your religion is like your food. Spirituality has been there much earlier to religion. It's like the day you're born, you're breathing, and your food keeps changing, your food intake, your food habits keep changing. So as you become more and more aware and you start getting into an expanded awareness for yourself, your understanding of religion, your attachment, detachment from religion also keeps changing. But your breath, your breathing, it never changes. Your spirituality, does not change. What is spirituality? In Sanskrit we call it as Atma Gyan or Adhyatmik Gyan. Atma Gyan means knowledge of your soul, understanding your soul, spiritual knowledge. Adhyatmik Gyan means knowledge that is beyond the knowledge of this body, this human existence, something which is way higher. So it's like how our body beautifully functions with just this breath that we take in, right? Isn't it magical and so mystical and mysterious, the way our body functions with this breath that goes in and comes out? Spirituality is exactly like that. Spirituality gives us life. Spirituality is that breath that goes inside and gives life, not only to our soul but to every aspect of our existence. So coming back to how we can simply understand spirituality. Spirituality is a process. That's what we believe here. That's what I teach here at Ajanta Vihara Institute of Spiritual Sciences, and that's what Ajanta Vihara was started with an intention for everybody to understand this process. Namaste. I am Jyoti. I'm the founder director of Ajanta Vihara Institute of Spiritual Sciences, and here at Ajanta Vihara we understand spirituality as a process from fear to love that helps you in moving from fear frequency to love frequency. So spirituality is not a fixed modality. Spirituality is not a fixed path. Spirituality cannot be defined the way you define a religion. Spirituality is a process that helps you let go of all your all your conditioning, rigidity, rigid belief system, fixed belief systems, which are keeping you in a separation consciousness with everything and everybody, including yourself. Spirituality is that process which helps you in experiencing oneness consciousness with everything around you and inside you, which means it lets you experience oneness with your body, it lets you experience oneness with your breath, it lets you experience oneness with your intelligence, it lets you experience oneness with your soul, and it lets you experience oneness with everything around you, be it plants, be it trees, be it the stones, be it the sky, the clouds, stars, sun, anything. It helps you in coming into that state of being where you experience complete oneness. You experience different frequencies. You experience that ascension for yourself as you keep moving up these frequencies. It makes you not only come into an awareness of your existence in totality, but also it helps you in understanding how you are a universe yourself, how you are one with everything around you. Because the moment you understand that, you also understand true meaning of abundance. So we can also say that spirituality is your gateway to abundance, because human life is not about suffering. Human life is not telling us that you need to be just stuck in karmic patterns and karmic baggages and karmic bindings, and human life and all other lives are just about these karmic corrections, or being in these loops of guilt and betrayal and suffering and pain and fear. No, it's not that. So spirituality is a process, and of course when you are going through a process, you cannot focus on the starting or the end, the outcome. You have to focus on the process, because the process in itself is a very important experience. It is an experiential process, if I may put it for our understanding. Religion might not do that. Religion might tell you that we all are one, but religion essentially is still keeping you in a separation consciousness, because it's like a school of thought that you're following, and then you are letting go of other school of thought. So it's like you go to a university, right, and you pick up, say, engineering. I want to be an engineer and I want to learn engineering, and although because your university follows liberal arts, you can pick up others as your minors, but your major still remains engineering. So you might pick up drama or music or another foreign language as other courses that can help you get some experience outside of your engineering, but your major remains engineering. Same way in religion, you might allow yourself to experience bits and pieces of other religions, or wisdom coming from other religions, but you essentially would be majoring in one, right? And that is where separation stays intact. That's where you are no matter what you try, you still exist in that separation consciousness, and that is not what spirituality is. That is what religion, at least in today's world, is. It is keeping you in separation consciousness. No matter how much you try, your major is in one particular field. So if you are following Hinduism, that's your major. If you're following Christianity, that's your major. If you're following Buddhism, that's your major, and rest of the subjects are just adding as minus to complete your overall experience, but that's not your focus. So if you want to be in that separation consciousness and you're okay with it, you're okay with majoring only in one or maybe two, then be comfortable with practicing religion. And if you feel that no, I want to be in oneness consciousness with everything, and my focus is knowledge irrespective of which discipline it's coming from. So I can have bits from engineering, I can have bits from medicine, same way I can have bits from Hinduism, I can have bits from Christianity, or might not have it at all from any religion, because I am understanding this process, this experience of becoming one with everything. So I don't essentially have to go through any majors. I can be a student of life rather than a student of the university. That kind of an approach. So does spirituality require religion? No. Does religion require spirituality? For sure. As I said that, you can stay without eating food, or your food habits can change. You might just go on liquid diet, or you might just go on raw, but your breathing cannot stop. So certain aspects of religion sure can help you. Everything can contribute to, you becoming spiritual. People also believe that to be spiritual, you need to have a certain kind of maybe attire, certain kind of environment, certain kind of ambience, certain kind of teacher. You need to follow a sect or a colony of gurus, or maybe a certain society. That again is your choice, but I feel that once you get into that, you again are kind of more influenced by this separation consciousness that religion currently preaches or practices, and and that's going to somewhere limit you from actually experiencing spirituality. So, this is my take on what is spirituality. And if you really, really want to experience spirituality and want to make it a part of your life, first start to live in present. And I will be talking about that in one of the episodes. Start living in present, start to be in this moment, because the moment you allow yourself to be in present, you also allow yourself to let go of attachments from the past, and you also allow yourself to let go of the expectations of the future. So release yourself from those attachments of the past and release yourself from these expectations of the of the future. Bring yourself into the present. And when you bring yourself into the present is when your Atma Gyan, your knowledge of the soul, your spiritual knowledge starts to awaken within yourself, because in that moment you experience oneness with yourself. You can experience oneness with yourself and your environment when you are in present, and every breath of yours is experiencing that presence of you in this present. I hope this helps. I'll keep bringing you more insights on spirituality. Stay tuned in. Love and light.